Welcome to TBR Together. I'm Megan. This is Jake.
Turn the mic and talk into it.
Oh, sorry.
Try it. Take two.
Take two. Welcome to TBR Together. I'm Megan. This is Jake. And this week we're going to go over Circe. After we talk about what we're currently reading.
Probably won't take long.
Probably not. Hey, but you know what? It's a standalone. So I don't have any new series that I need to read to find out what happens.
Not yet.
Not yet.
And I'm going to try and add a standalone to the wheel. Not that I'm going to get to fucking read any of mine. We're going to, out of the 8, we have 2 of yours, so we're going to get
I can't
one
wait
of the
till
2.
Can't wait till it's all your books and somehow we still get one.
It'll happen. Yeah, we're just not going to get to read anything.
Reading a lot. It's just not anything you pick.
Yeah.
I just hope the next book because we have read one of your picks and you hated it. So
Yeah,
I just hope the next pick that we do get that's yours you actually like.
I hope it's at least like my reread for Fairy Tale.
Yeah.
Because I enjoyed that one and I think you'll enjoy it. Mm-hmm. There's a dog.
Does it live?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a dog. She's a German Shepherd.
I know, but sometimes they don't make it and not really is tough. I don't like that.
You think Stephen King would do something like that?
Yeah. He wrote a book called Pet Sematary. Yes, I think he would kill a dog.
That was bringing the animals back to life.
He wrote Cujo.
That dog had rabies.
The dog still died.
After he lived a long life of rage and murder.
That's not helping your case.
He did just fine. And animals came back to life in Pet Sematary. That was the whole point of it. Was to bring your animals back to life. Now, did they want to murder you? Yes.
Were there severe consequences? Absolutely.
There were a few consequences. Yes, people died.
Yeah, people always die.
But then people came back to life, so that was fine.
And I'm sure then they tried to murder people.
Book ended.
What are you reading this week? Oh my God, are you going to die?
What am I reading this week? So I went back. I started Dungeon Crawler Carl again, just in the intermittent times. So I just finished book 1 again. And I'm reading through The Dark Tower. So I just got Wizard and Glass from the library. I was waiting for that for a long time. For some reason, I don't feel like buying these. I don't know what.
Dark Tower?
Yeah, I don't know what hill it is that I'm dying on with that.
Because they're like your favorite books. You'd think you'd want them all the time.
Yeah, I could just get them on Audible if I wanted to.
Yeah,
I should find
like $100 on credits, or you can get one of those big ones like they do with Throne of Glass, where it's like
I don't know if they have one of those
audiobook, but it's like all 7 books.
I don't know if they have one of those. I might be able to find it on cassette. Since the first book came out in 86. Oh, you could definitely find it on like
CD for sure.
Yeah. Might have to do that. Mm-hmm. I want to get a cassette player at some point just because. Get back physical as possible. So yeah, we're listening to Wizard and Glass, Frank Muller. Phenomenal work. Good job, buddy.
Is that who narrates it?
Yeah.
Okay.
R.I.P., I think. Maybe. And then started Operation Bounce House today by Matt Dinneman. It's fine.
I just say
what?
That based on the books that you are reading or have been reading before, this really could have gone another way. I know it's about an apocalyptic world, but like,
orgies?
Could you imagine the Bounce House as a smut book?
It could have just been orgies, yeah. Operation Bounce House, and everybody's just in there bouncing on it crazy style. Yeah, that'd been fantastic.
Anyway, so what's Bounce House about? Because it's not a smut book. It's definitely not.
Well, I mean, there is a girl who does OnlyFans. Intergalactic OnlyFans.
This weird world that he is building.
It's a main character, Oliver's sister, Lulu. She does OnlyFans.
Are they on a different planet?
Yeah. They have internet. She makes a lot of money. She wants to save up her money and go back to Earth. And go live in Aruba.
It's not looking good for her.
No, but what's happening is that there is another planet, and now there is a corporation from Earth that is sending mech suits to their planet, which is called New Sonora.
Oh, you looked it up.
No, I listened to more of the book,
Oh.
and then it dawned on me that it's called New Sonora.
Is there an old Sonora?
Couldn't tell you.
Okay.
I've only learned about New Sonora.
Got it.
So that the corporation is sending mechs there to fight the insurgency and the terrorism that is happening on the planet. We do not officially know their reasoning behind actually sending the mechs, but the mechs are there and they're selling basically games to these kids to where they are playing the robots and killing the people on New Sonora, treating it like a video game. Majority of them do know, like one there's only been maybe one or two people who are like not understanding that those are real people. But I found out just recently that they are selling insurance to these people for their mech suits. So whoever's buying them, the licensing, knows what's going on. Because they can get like multiple different sets of insurance where you can get so many free mech suits if yours blows up. Or you can pay a higher premium and get unlimited mech suits and just constantly be jumping back and forth. And they get to graffiti them too. How they get to design them just like you would in a video game. So they're all the characters are just people you would expect. Like one is named Chode.
Yep.
Yeah, and then they draw penises and stuff on there. Yeah, so you got that going on.
It's very much.
So I'm a little over halfway through that. I think I just met the one character that I would assume Jeff Hayes narrates.
Oh, okay.
Because it sounded completely different. Because Travis Baldry is the main narrator, and I'm still figuring him out.
I hope that got picked up. That was crazy.
Wasn't paying attention. But yeah, so I could probably finish Bounce House depending on what I got going on. Tomorrow I could probably finish it, but I'll probably be by myself. We'll see. I've only got like a little over 4 hours left.
So really like 2.
No, 4.
Oh, is that with you already doing the math for the speed
That's
up?
4. Audible tells you what it's going to be.
Oh. I don't ever listen to anything.
Yeah, I know, but if you speed it up, the bottom number where it tells you the time, it changes to the time. That's what I was telling you earlier when I said that it was confusing because the bottom time, if you look at Audible, on when you got your line, right? So if you're looking at your phone, on your left is the time elapsed that has happened. On the far right is the time that is ticking down from the total. But underneath your bar, right? Underneath your bar is how much time you're listening to. Yours, I think you put it by the chapter.
Right. Yeah, that's why I was confused.
Mine just has total time on the bottom. I don't do the chapter. So mine has total time that is to be read underneath. So it changes that to the amount of time. So it cut it from like a 12-hour to an 8.5 or something. Or 9. But when that time elapses, and then on the left, it doesn't show you your actual amount of read time.
Gotcha.
It shows you the amount of time that is in the book at that time.
Got it.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I got you.
So, but yes, I have 4 hours left.
Well,
But it's probably more like 6 and a
yeah,
half.
I can't tell. So, like, I just have, like, the percent completed, like, when it's down like that, and then I have time by chapter, because that's really...
I don't ever look at that, so I don't know what mine says.
Oh.
I open it.
I don't know. Well, sometimes I do that so I can see how much I have left. Percent, or how far I am.
Feels unnecessary. I just guess.
If
I'm going to track it, I just guess.
I like percentages.
Yeah, but like if you're just putting it on Fable, like none of that's real.
I don't ever update.
You can just guess.
I don't really ever update.
Don't you have to update to keep your streak?
You just have to say I read. You don't have to mark like, this is my progress.
Okay, that makes me feel better because marking the progress is a really stupid
No.
process of having to touch the 3 dots and then go in and want to change your progress and do that. That was really pissing me off earlier when I was trying to figure out how to do it.
No, you literally just have to
They need
hit.
to streamline that.
You just literally have to hit I've read, and then it'll say
how's
track
that?
progress. Do you not have this at the top of
I have no idea. I've used it twice.
Okay. Well, at the top of your homepage, it says this, and then you just hit, I already hit it today, but you would hit I've read, and then it has a drop down that says track progress, and you can fill that out. I never fill that part
Is
out.
it easier on there? Because if you actually go into your library.
Oh,
it
God,
is
no,
right there.
don't do that. No.
Well, that's what I was doing. I was going to my library, go to my current reading, because if I'm looking at my current reading, it has a little symbol that has a 0% on it, if that's where it starts. You would think I could just try and click that little thing. But nope, it's like, hey, here, you can buy this book for $14.99. It says, hey, fuck you.
Yeah, no, you just do it on the homepage, and you just click I have read today. And it tracks the whole week, and you can add multiple books from your homepage.
Then maybe they just need to get rid of the fucking library if they want you to do all of it from the homepage.
Well,
Let's streamline this shit.
The library is for you to
track your books.
For you to more put like what you want to read or like what you want to watch, because you can track ebooks, all your books, or you can do like TV shows. And then they also have this like mood quiz that will pull from your TBR. If you're like, I don't know what to read next, this is what I'm feeling. You like take the quiz, and all of that is in there.
Okay, what are you reading?
I'm reading the 4th Dungeon Crawler Carl book. The Feral Gods. The Gate.
Give us its government name.
The Gate of the Feral Gods.
There you go. Thank you.
Go. Yeah, so I'm reading that.
Mm-hmm. What are we feeling?
It's much better than the last one. So far. Well, I know.
Is it just because the tangle was so confusing?
Yes, I was like, we're gonna figure this out, and then we did kind of, but Carl was like, this isn't important. I don't care. I'm not listening. Mm-hmm. It's like, bro. This is the one thing I care about. I need you to listen and care. And he just does. He just did it.
Yeah, but you know that he's the narrator. He's
I do.
Unreliable in his story. He only cares about certain things.
I know. I will say the last book really did. The Hunger Games did this to me too. It's like, no matter how hard you try, you fall for the propaganda in the book, even after being repeatedly told that, like, you cannot trust these people. And, like, the main characters are doing it also, and I think that's part of it. They know they're not supposed to trust Borant. They're not supposed to trust anything Borant gives them, anything Borant says, and yet every single day we watch the recap and take it as, like, this is definitely what happened. And they all do it. And so, like, I caught myself doing it, and it wasn't until something happens with, I don't want to spoil it for anybody that wants to read it. Something happens with Katya, and they completely manipulate and take out huge chunks of the scene. And she's, like, very distraught because she's, first of all, not used to being on the recaps. And then the first time she's on it, they make her look like this evil, vicious killer. And she's like, that's not what happened. It was a genuine accident. I wasn't even trying to kill her. Like, she was trying to kill someone. It wasn't her. And it was in that moment I was like, I don't know why I'm listening to anything they say on the recaps. And this is why I'm starting to have a problem with this little girl with her dogs. Because I can't figure out if she's really crazy or if we're just missing huge gaps of her story. Because, like, the last recap we watched, she, like, turns to talks to someone. And Carl is like, this girl's crazy. She's talking to people that aren't there. And I'm like, but what if she's getting these gifts where she has, like, a person that she can talk to that only she can see? Like, it's a weird video game. Carl can see, like, anarchist things, and he gets like these special pills from his sponsors, and he can see all of this stuff. Like, who's to say she didn't get something that like lets her talk to someone, or like that she's being haunted by a ghost we can't see? I don't know. I just need to know if she's really as crazy as she looks. Because she looks grade A insane.
You don't fully have her story fleshed out by book 7, so there's still more going on with her.
Okay.
Being that we have 3 more books, you're going to get a lot more out of Lucia.
Yeah.
But going back to the whole recap show, it's put out there right at the beginning that they're already editing the video.
Yeah.
Later on, you'll learn more as to why, but they tell you immediately that people are being cut out of the recap show.
Yeah.
Because Brandon and Chris and Carl are sitting there talking about it, and they said, "Oh, they were standing there right beside me. Now they're not in the recap." Mm-hmm. So you already know not to trust the recap at all.
I know. That's what I'm saying. They like tell you all the times. Every time they tell you, they're like, don't trust it. That's the whole first and second book. And then you just forget because Carl and Donut are like evaluating their enemies via the recap. And you're like, yeah, that must be what happened. Yep. That tracks. And then you're like, what are you doing? You like, they're editing it to be entertaining, and you have to stop thinking that they're doing it to like help anybody. And I get
most of them are a problem, though.
Yeah.
A legitimate problem.
I mean, I'm not arguing that. I feel like you have to be somewhat of a problem to have made it this far in the game. You have to have basically some semblance of, I'm going to win or die trying. I mean, you don't make it that far. Carl is one of like 5 people that's probably like, I need to help everyone else. I think the rest of the crawlers are like, yeah, no, I'm here for me to survive. There's only one winner, so why would I help anyone? Kind of thing. So I do think it's probably very hard in that situation to see the bigger picture that you're in this game because someone took over your planet and is forcing you to do it. That I think gets lost in the fact that you're about to die every second of every day. So, I mean, Carl keeps that in the forefront of his mind, but I don't think that that's probably a normal thought for a lot of people in the games. I feel like most of them are just trying to make it as far as possible. So, it does give off real Hunger Game vibes, but like,
or just get really drunk.
Different. Yeah, there are some people that you're meeting people in this 4th book that are really just, I'm just gonna have a good time. I'm not here for a long time. I'm just here for a good time kind of semblance. And it's kind of shocking the amount of people that have died, and these are the people that made it. Like, I really question, especially after how hard it was for Carl to find the doors in the last level. The fact that these people all found doors, shocking. Shocking to me. So, but it's good. I mean, it's good. I like it. It is definitely out of my normal genres.
Doesn't matter.
So there are some things that I just am like the very graphic deaths are kind of hard for me sometimes. And I know that you have to be
it's not
like
even that graphic.
So detailed. It is for someone who doesn't read horror.
It's not horror.
I know it's not horror, but
not,
like,
I mean, it's really not even that graphic. Like,
are we reading the same books?
All he's doing is smushing. Like, what?
First of all, he's blowing things up.
Yeah, but like barely. That's not graphic. It's just like they're talking about him throwing a barrel into a room and things die.
The fact that Katya exploded with blood and destroyed their room, that is a very graphic scene.
All that happened was blood came out of her inventory.
And that's disgusting.
That's not graphic.
Yes,
that's
is.
There's blood.
It's disgusting.
It's not so overly explained that it's gross. Like
Some
in
things
a book, graphic means something completely different than just being like, oh, there's a lot of blood. He's not overly describing every single kill to where it's like, oh God, this is disgusting.
No, but there are
all
some.
that's saying is, pop, there's blood everywhere.
That one really got me. That was like, it was like when Stephen King said that it was
Cunt diaper.
No.
Oh.
The strawberry.
It's like strawberry jelly.
Yeah. Squishing out of a sleeping bag. That's what I like. That is something that will forever haunt me. And
for him, not even graphic.
That's what I'm saying.
There you go.
I think my level of like what I feel is graphic
Your
and
graphic
things that
content is low.
haunt me is very low because I have a very active imagination and very overactive nightmares. So I don't need as much as like maybe you do for it to be like scarring sometimes.
Doesn't scar me at all. It's a book.
Well,
I'd say probably the most graphic thing that he did would have been Growler Gary. Because you met him, you would have met him in book 3.
yes, that was awful.
So that was pretty graphic. What they did to him. So
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was fun.
And the fact that they like had to talk him through it was really like that's what I mean. Sometimes there are just things that they're explained, and I'm not saying they're over explained or like overly detailed, but just like the concept of it makes me want to vomit. And so sometimes that's a little hard for me. Like that made me want to vomit. The amount of blood in their safe room, like thinking of that much blood filling their safe room, that it took over 4 days for it to be fully clean. I believe is how I think that's how that worked out.
They didn't have to do it, so it was fine.
Still,
Somebody else cleaned it.
well, a robot cleaned it, but still. But
Yeah.
I am enjoying the books. The narration is still
As you should
phenomenal. I'm gonna start The Deal as soon as I finish this one, and then we're gonna move right into the off-campus series. I'm gonna finally have another book to watch a show with. I'm super stoked.
Is the deal hockey?
Yes.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a college hockey player, and he's getting ready to go to the NFL. Nope, NHL. Sorry. He's getting ready to go to the NHL. Like, he's superstar, top dog on campus, and he's in an English class and not doing well. He's, like, failing, and he can't fail.
Sounds about right, yeah.
And the girl in front of him... Now, I've not read the back of the book. This is just what people have explained to me, so I apologize if any of this is wrong, because I know this is a very beloved book. But from my understanding, the girl in front of him, he can, like... It's because it's, like, one of those, like, auditorium rooms, you know, when you have to take...
So he's cheating.
No, he's not cheating on her. He's just, like...
He's staring at her titties?
No. He sees that they get a test handed back to them, that he, like, basically fails. And because she's sitting at a lower level, he can see that she got, like, a really good grade on it. Oh. And he's like, oh, okay, maybe I should ask her to tutor me. Well, he also notices that she is, like, low-key, like, fangirling over this other guy in class. So he basically proposes, hey... why don't you tutor me in English and I'll pretend to date you so that this guy notices you? Like, if
it's your favorite thing.
It is a fake dating. And I heard there's a one bed trope, so watch out. I'm going to be annoying about it. I can't wait. I'm really excited. So, but he like fake dates her to get this other boy to notice her. And then what ends up happening is there's like a sexual assault backstory there with her, so she isn't like slept with anyone or really done anything since in high school she was like sexually assaulted. So he's also gonna like at some point, I don't know how it comes up, but at some point it goes from like fake dating to also like, oh, I'll teach you how to do sex things and we'll do it in a positive way and you can like, you know, feel confident and not have these like terrible memories.
Checking.
It literally is. It is just like tropes Meghan is obsessed with. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited. And I think it'll be so nice to like read it and then just roll right into watching it. So, I don't know if it all releases at once. It's an Amazon. And sometimes they go either way. Sometimes they release it all at once. I have a feeling with the response that they've gotten online because I've watched the previews for this show and like I'm blushing and giddy and I haven't even read the book yet. So it's promising. But they've already renewed it for a season 2 and season 1 hasn't even come out yet. So I think if I had to guess, Amazon is probably going to stretch this out. They might release like 2 episodes and then do like 1 a week. So pretty stoked about that. But let's talk about our girl, Circe. I'm going to pull up our book club comments.
I'm ready for Heated Rivalry season 2.
I know. I keep seeing stuff about that.
2 of my favorites.
And it's going to have the role model. Oh, you did see that?
Remember how I said it's going to be Two of my favorites.
Oh, I just thought you meant Shane and
Two,
Ilya.
two of the two of the books. No,
I just thought you meant those two. They're
in
my
the books,
favorite.
Shane's just a fucking side character. Old boy can just hang out on the cover. That's fine. Keep him over there. Give me Ilya and most everybody else.
Your favorite coach is going to be in this season, right?
Yeah, the goofy. Yeah, he should be.
He should
the
be,
goofy
right?
guy from Ottawa. Yeah.
Can't wait.
Well, yeah, role model was probably the second. They were the second best relationship, I think. So that'll be a good season. Hopefully, I mean, it'll probably be another one-off episode like Scott Hunter.
Scott Hunter.
It
was like two.
There, but he had like one main
mostly,
one,
yeah.
and then but okay. So Circe.
Yeah. Well, chapter 1.
I was so bored with this shit.
I gave it a 4. I really liked
I know you gave it a 4.5.
Oh, I did give it a 4.5.
You gave it a 4.5. I don't know. I probably gave this a 2.5, maybe a 3.
Yeah.
I need to just stop with retellings. Don't ever ask me to do another retelling at this point.
Okay, so you don't want to read the Song of Achilles?
I don't know. Because that's the thing.
That one has a lot of gay sex in it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I need. Palate cleanser. My boy Achilles and Patroclus just getting it on.
Yeah.
I need just two dudes fucking.
Yeah.
But when I did, I was reading through some of the reviews of Circe because a lot of the ladies were also pissed as well from what I saw. I guess I might have clicked the 1-star reviews. I don't know, but most people were saying that Song of Achilles was way better in general as a story, and they were happy that they'd read that one first because they were so disappointed with this one that they probably never would have read the other one.
To be fair, I haven't read Song of Achilles, but that focuses on two very prominent figures in Greek mythology. So you have a lot more to pull from than just Circe, who is one person. Like, I get that.
It means nothing to me because I know nothing about it.
I know you don't, but I'm just saying, like, from a author standpoint. Also, Achilles and Patroclus have a much more exciting story. They're in the middle of a war. They're fighting the Trojans. Like, that's part of the thing.
Old girl was a witch.
Yeah, but she was exiled
couldn't even make this shit interesting.
She was exiled.
She just randomly went back to her fucking hometown to see her sister. Exile my ass. You just got to go home.
She did not go home.
She fucking just went back.
She didn't. She went to where her sister lived.
Okay.
Because
that wasn't the island, was it? It wasn't the island.
No.
She got to leave the island.
But she had to get special permission, and she almost didn't go because her sister's a cunt.
I don't care. She's exiled, and she's just like, I'm going to leave the island.
No, I'm pretty sure it was, your sister's having a baby, and she really needs you. You can go, or you can stay, but this is your only chance ever to leave in the millenniums that we're going to keep you here.
Still left the island.
Yeah, that was wild. Can't wait to talk about that. Well, we both did the book club on Fable this time, so we could keep track of our thoughts. Would you like to? Do you remember what your first comment in chapter 1 is?
No.
It says, dude can just shapeshift and fuck cows.
Oh yeah, they were talking about her dad. He was hooking up with the cows to make more cows.
Yeah, so anybody that doesn't know anything about Circe, she is
which was me.
Yeah, she's a witch in Greek mythology, but her dad is one of the Titans. And the Titans were wrangled and put away by Zeus. But her dad flips on the Titans and is like, no, I got Zeus's back, because he knows they're going to lose. Like, he can see it coming. Her dad has, like, a prophecy, like, can see into the future. So he knows they're going to lose. So he goes on to Zeus's side. So he's one of, like, a handful of Titans or Titan bloodline that makes it. And this is one of his daughters from a nymph. Well, her dad is...
Because everybody in this story is just fucking nymphs.
Yeah. Literally.
Having sexual intercourse with nymphs. They're not all fucking nymphs.
Well, to be fair, in Greek mythology, the nymphs are very promiscuous.
I was clarifying that I wasn't saying that everybody is a nymph.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But I'm just saying.
That's what I was doing.
I do think that part of it is they're very promiscuous
Slutty.
in Greek mythology. Because I do think Zeus is sleeping with nymphs all the time too. Poseidon, every day.
All the gods are just hooking up with everything that moves.
That is so true.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but he has these special like prize bulls, and he sleeps with them. I don't remember why though.
I forgot I had that Aang pin up there. I'm gonna have to put it on the board for Sebastian.
I don't remember why he sleeps with them though. It's to make something, but I don't.
Just to make more bulls.
Yeah. Okay.
Just to make more cows.
Oh, and they birth them, and that's
he shapeshifted into a cow.
Yeah.
To fuck the cows.
Right.
To therefore have more cows.
Right.
Because he wanted to fuck a cow.
Yeah, but her dad's the worst. Like
the other girl just fucked a cow just because wanted to tell a story.
She wanted to see
I don't fucking understand. She was just some kind of slut that was mad at her husband. So then, boom, Minotaur.
Yeah, and you find out immediately that Circe's parents are the worst, and so are her siblings. They're so mean.
Everybody is.
For no reason. Yeah.
What else are we at?
Oh,
what other interesting points have we made?
So
I don't want to just sit here and just recall everything that happened in this book.
Yeah, chapter 5, I put when she falls in love with her first human, and she like begs to get him transformed, and then she just like after being told no, she then just tries her hardest to transform him, and she does end up transforming him into a god. I can't remember what his name is.
Something fucking dumb.
Yeah, but I just said this man didn't even have the decency to tell her he started courting anyone. Like I know he doesn't know that she turned him into a god, but he is best friends with her and hanging out all the time and is like, oh, Circe, I love you. Oh, Circe, you're the best when he's a human. The minute he turns into a god, he's like, no, thank you. There are so many better options. Thank you so much for your help.
Well, that's because he was a sea god all of a sudden.
Have a great day. And I said, oh, and then Circe just being like the optimist, I just want somebody to love me. Please, for the love of God, someone love me. Is so in love with this man that she can't even notice that her number one op is just around all the time.
How old are you?
I'm sorry.
The fuck?
I've been hanging out with high school kids all day, every day. It's awful. I'm sorry. They just talk all the time. It just, some things get stuck.
Old girl's the ops? 6'7" on her? Huh?
Fuck off. Anyway, her mortal enemy, number one, is just always like there, like, oh, don't you like my jewelry? Oh, don't you like this? Oh, look at these lovely gifts I got. And she cannot put two and two together that it's from Circe's wannabe boyfriend.
Circe's a moron.
I know. And I said, oh my God, I hate them all. They're the worst. I put a lot in this section. I had a lot of feelings. Chapter 6, we really popped off. You put her boyfriend is a bag of old bitch.
Bag of old bitches?
Oh, is a big old bitch. That's what you said. I read bag instead of big.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend is a big old bitch.
I don't remember. Probably said that because, yeah.
And then a quote from the book. Of course she barks. She was always a bitch. Cause this must be when she turned that girl into like the Kraken monster. I don't know what that was supposed to be.
Yeah, I don't know, but it was just funny that she said that.
Yeah, so it was one of the guys. Like she thought this girl was so beloved, this girl that was so mean to her, and she was so pissed. She was like, I'm going to turn her in. She's going to be as ugly as her personality. And she turns into this, like, sea creature.
Six-headed sea witch.
Yeah, and everybody who loved her...
witch than Circe, too.
Everybody that loved her so much immediately was like, oh, fuck her, or hated her. Nobody ever liked her. And Circe's like, what do you mean? I'm like, Circe, all these people suck. Get off this island. And then you said, oh, she's a witch. Got it. And at this time, I said, this bitch has a death wish because I think this is where we overlap. Circe, like, confesses to changing people into gods and changing this woman into a sea witch. And I also I feel like she's being gaslit because her dad is like, you could never do this. You're nothing.
It's because they said they proved that stuff was not capable of doing that anymore.
Yeah. But I'm just like, but you're listening. First of all, the fact that she confessed is absolutely insane. I was like, girl, what are we doing? Your family hates you. They're going to find any excuse to kill you, which they basically do. Which is when I said this bitch has a death wish. I'm like, stop telling everyone that you did this. Just like go away. Just leave. Like nobody's forcing you to stay here. And then you said the fact that her mom's name is Pierce and they named her child Circe is
Her
what?
mom's name is Percy,
Oh, Percy.
and her name is
Circe.
Circe.
Yeah, but I thought Circe meant like
I don't give a shit what it means.
it means something.
It's fucking dumb.
Well, I think
Because they were holding out hope that she was going to be the greatest, and then she wasn't. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, darn. Who names a person Percy in the first place?
a lot of people.
It's fucking stupid.
I mean, there's a whole book series called Percy Jackson.
Is it spelled the same?
No, it's not.
Didn't think so.
It's still pronounced the same.
Not to me.
So obviously she confesses, and then her dad really
Sure.
exiles her, and then they describe the exile, and you said, this exile sounds like a dream.
It does.
A private island with a beautiful home.
Yeah.
Sick. Which I also thought the same thing. She was describing this, and I was like, this sounds like
It's
an
fantastic.
upgrade.
She just casually had a fucking lion.
Oh, yeah. She did go and summon it. She, like, went to the top of the mountain, and she was like, you're
Okay.
mine.
Casually had a lion.
I know. I did like that, because she was like, other witches have cats. I'm going to have a cat, but it's going to be the biggest cat.
Yeah. She just has her own island.
I know. I did enjoy that.
Away from all the douchebags.
I thought for sure they weren't going to give her a house. And then she gets there and she has like a whole ass mansion. Also, it reminded me of Spy Kids because it just has never ending, like, it just has food all the time.
Yeah.
Like, all she has to do is be like,
She's supposed to be a witch, so.
Well, but it's not because of that. It's just the house is like
But
charmed.
she could do things.
She could.
She's supposed to be a witch. She could do this stuff herself eventually.
But no, she doesn't know.
She doesn't know what.
She doesn't know anything. She has to figure it all out based on like intuition.
Yep. What I was saying was that she could take her time to learn it. She's going to be there forever.
That's true.
But she's a stupid witch.
Well, I just thought it was kind of mean that her brother was like showed up and was like, "Yeah, we're all witches," and she was like, "Oh, cool. Can we talk about this?" He's like, "No, I got dragons to build. Peace out, Girl Scout." He ends up being the worst. I really had high hopes for him, and
He was chill as fuck.
He was the
Nothing wrong with that
worst.
boy.
What?
What?
We'll come back to that.
There was
He
nothing
was the
wrong.
worst.
How was he the worst? He was living his life.
Oh, then she's on the island for who knows how long. And then Hermes just shows up and is like, "Hey, did you know that other people can come here whenever they want? You just can't leave." And she's like, "No, had no idea. Thank you so much for sharing." And then he just casually one night says, "Hey, would you bear my children?"
Yeah, that.
Out of nowhere. That's what you put on here. You said, "Oh, they be fucking."
Yeah.
And will you bear my children? Straight to the point, brother. And she says, "No, I would not." And then
They should have been fucking though.
They were a lot. They didn't really get into.
She could use the witch magic.
They didn't really get into details. I do like in every iteration of Greek mythology, Hermes is always like super hot, and then when you watch like Zeus on Disney, he's like a little guy that's like the worst. But and then we get to the point where her sister is pulling her up and is like, "Hey, I need you to come." And she's like, "My sister hates me. This is really weird, but I'm gonna go because I'll never be able to leave." And that's when you find out that her sister just went and fucked a bull. On her dad's, which I don't know how she didn't get in trouble for that. Like, Circe's other sisters that, like, take care of the farm almost got, like, their hand chopped off because one of the cows had a smudge on it. And she goes and sleeps with a cow and everything's fine.
Wasn't it a statue?
No, it was one of her dad's bulls.
I thought it was some sort of weird ceremonial thing.
Oh, maybe it was. Maybe I missed that part.
I was trying not to pay too much attention.
But anyway, Circe has to go and deliver it and sticks her hand in there and it gets like half of her hand bitten off because this little demon baby's in there.
Only 2 fingers.
Yeah. what is its name? Because I always say it wrong. You always make fun of me because I listen to the British people say it. So
It's
I
a
was
minotaur.
Minotaur. That's what she has. She has the Minotaur.
Yes.
And this is where you meet her sweet little carpenter, which I loved him. The man that comes
Who?
and gets Circe off the island. I think he's
Oh.
a carpenter. He's like a really famous human. I don't remember. He was cute. I wish they had been together longer. I wanted him to go to the island with her. And
He's the one that had the kid, right?
yeah, he
Yeah, he
has
had the little son.
Icarus
Yeah.
because he makes wings for them out of wax and feathers to get off the island, and then Icarus flies too close to the sun, and then they both die.
Yeah.
Which was really sad. I mean, I knew it was going to happen as soon as it was.
I say,
I mean,
you're telling the story of Icarus as if it's the first time anybody's ever told the story of Icarus, that this
You
is
know
a
what,
new
though?
thing.
I knew it was coming, but they were just so cute in the book. And, like, I just loved that man. I was like, no, they're going to go end up with Circe. It's going to be
I feel
great.
like in this one there was a quote like that, because everybody always talks about that Icarus flew too close to the sun, that he got too big for his britches is essentially
Yeah.
what it is. But then there's the other half, that if you fly too low, then you don't meet any expectations. So that, maybe I didn't see it on here. I don't remember. I definitely saw something about that. But it was on TikTok, because I saw a comment that had Flappy Bird on it and said, "Damn, I really am Icarus."
You can still finish the quote if you like.
I don't remember the whole quote. I just
Oh.
told you exactly what I remembered.
Yeah.
But
That
it
part was
wasn't
really
from that
sad.
book. But yeah.
Yeah. So, but he did make
that was
her a loom. So I guess that was nice. I didn't.
I
don't.
guess, yeah.
I don't fully understand how a loom works, so I guess I didn't fully appreciate
So
it.
you weave fabric.
I mean, I get that part, but
It also puts children to sleep if they touch the needle.
oh yeah. Well, and then I put, I'm glad all her siblings and their kids turn out to be the worst too. And then I said, how is Circe the most normal sibling? Probably because she's been banished. Because I think that's when you find out that Ariadne, who is her sister's other niece, is sleeping with the, or is like in love with the Minotaur, but then like helps the man murder her brother and then ends up sleeping with him. And I also think at this time is when you find out that her younger brother's daughter is running away from her dad because she fell in love with a human, and then is talking about how her dad tried to sell her to her uncle, and then she was like, and he didn't want me, so that was my fault. And I was like, how are all of you the worst? That is all I could think. And Cersei's like, why don't you just stay on the island with Aunt Circe and we could just like learn magic together and have a good time? And she's like, you're pathetic. And I was like, you all suck. Like, this island sounds like a dream. She just gets to garden all day. And then it turns out to not be a dream. Because I think like shortly after that whole incident is when all of the sailors start coming. I'm trying to think. I put fuck you Hermes on like 8 of these, and I don't know why. I don't remember why anymore. On 16 you put Circe is a hussy.
Yeah, because she was trying to fuck dude,
Yeah.
and he has a wife and a kid at home.
Oh, Odysseus, yeah.
Telemachus.
Yeah, so before that, she comes and like basically almost gets raped by an entire crew of sailors, and then she turns them all into pigs. Although I do feel like later when she's talking about like all of the conversations she has with Odysseus, she's like reflecting on all of the stories that she tells her son later on. But there's a point where she's like, he asked me how I knew which ones to save and which ones to kill. And she's like, I killed them all. Which doesn't make sense because she tells you in that scene that she doesn't kill them all. She lets some of them go. So I'm just like, are we just supposed to take that as she's an unreliable narrator and she did in fact kill everybody that came to her island? I don't know.
I don't know.
But
She's just a terrible witch in general.
I don't know. Well, that was just awful. I felt like she should have burned down the world. Personally, if that was me in my exile, I need to stop hitting this. But
I mean,
I think at that point, that would have been my breaking point, and I think I would have just left and burned down the whole world. Like when I
according to you,
realized,
she can't leave.
Well, she can. She'll just die. But I feel like
Oh.
at that point, I wouldn't
So
have
she can
cared.
leave. Okay.
I mean, she can, but she has to face the wrath of Zeus. And, like, she always thinks back to that uncle that they all had to watch get whipped, and now he, like, sits in torment all the time. She
Yeah.
gave him, like, a cup of nectar or something. She talks about it every chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, who is that?
I can't remember
What happens to him?
He gives the humans fire, but I can't remember who it is.
What happens to him?
He's, like, in exile, I think. But he is being constantly tormented. She gets to wander her island to her
how?
heart's content. How is he being tormented?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Do you remember? Do you want to share with the group?
No.
Do you
I don't
not
feel like
remember?
it.
Or you?
No, I don't remember at all.
Oh, I can't tell if you're sick. Can you just tell me?
Hmm?
What?
I don't know. What's the next point that we're gonna chapter we on?
No, we're on 18.
Jesus Christ!
18.
Out of how many?
I said fuck Hermes.
Skip forward a few.
I did. Oh, we didn't put any for these. And then we get to chapter 21.
Yeah, I gave up typing anything because I was so fucking bored. I didn't even want to take the time to
Oh,
type anything.
this just really made me realize I need to read the Odyssey again, especially if I'm going to watch the movie when it comes out, because it's coming out this summer. And Tom Holland.
Why the hell would you want to?
Oh,
watch
because
that
Tom
movie?
Holland, I think, is Odysseus.
Who
and
fucking cares?
I love Tom Holland. He's going to stop acting when him and Zendaya start having kids.
Who gives a
So I
shit?
need to see everything that he's in.
Who gives a fuck?
I give a lot of fucks. I love that little guy. So I'll probably watch it. It's Christopher Nolan. I don't know why everybody says that like it's so important, but apparently everything he puts out is good. So he directed it. There's like no CGI in it. Anne Hathaway is someone. I feel like she's either Circe or she's the other one that kidnaps him for 7 years. But I can't remember what her name was. They like allude to her in
Maybe
here.
she's gonna be Anne Hathaway.
No, I don't think Anne Hathaway was in the Odyssey. I mean, I feel like I would remember that for
I have
sure.
no idea. 'Cause Anne Hathaway was a real person.
Yes, I understand, but wasn't she married to like a king of England?
William Shakespeare.
Okay, well, I don't think he put her. I don't think he wrote the Odyssey. So, and I'm pretty sure the Odyssey does take place in a very long time before William Shakespeare was born. I don't think he was alive during the Odyssey. I know what you mean. Fuck off.
There it went.
And then we get to, because I know we're skipping over a lot. Well, she
And then we get
sleeps.
to the end of the book.
Yeah, she sleeps
Oh.
with Odysseus and gets pregnant and is like, let's have a baby. Well, she gets pregnant and doesn't tell him because he left and can't ever come back. So she's just like, oh, I'm going to raise this child on my own. And you said, oh, I know what chapter this is. Well, anyway, we listen to him grow up. He finally wants to leave the island. So she's like, no, you can't. She fights a dragon. And then she lets her son leave. And he goes, and you put, this little boy is dumb as hell. And my reaction to this scene was, oh, what a terrible way to find out your dad is dumb as hell. And the worst. So he goes to the island to, like, find his dad, and he finds his dad. Now I remember what that fuck Hermes was. Hermes coming in, like, talking to her son, not telling her. Yeah. And he's, like, telling him, like, you should leave. You should definitely
I put
leave.
that he was dumb as hell was because he brought those people back with him. And I just assumed that Telemachus and
Penelope.
Pernilus were just going to be super shitty.
Yeah. That's a fair. I did think that the wife was shady as hell.
I think that was the last thing that I cared about because that none of that happened, and then this book had the dumbest ending ever.
Oh, I liked the ending.
So.
Yeah. Well, he accidentally kills his dad because his dad is the worst. His dad is just like, oh, this is a sweet boy with a sphere. He must be here to take over my kingdom. I'm going to immediately try to murder him and ask 0 questions. And then he's like, please don't, like, I'm your son. And then he touches the very poisonous spear. And that basically kills himself.
You are saying spear, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he, like, touches the tip of it.
So, can you say the word again?
Spear?
Say it. Say it like you've been saying it though.
That is how I've been
No.
saying it. Yes, it is. Spear.
No, you need to stop
Roll
thinking about it.
Roll the
Because
tape
you've been saying
down.
sphere,
Oh, sorry. We're doing 3D
and I
shapes
thought
in
maybe
class.
he had an orb that I just
No.
forgot.
No, he basically pricked
Because I
his
thought
finger
this was
and
supposed to be something sharp.
yeah, no, but accidentally kills his dad, and then he's like, "Well, let me take my half brother and this woman that my dad cheated on her with my mom. This is definitely gonna go well." Somehow he's right. It goes perfectly fine,
Yeah,
except for
which
the
was
fact
dumb.
that I put insert stepbrothers quote because Circe sleeps with the son of her baby daddy. Telemachus. Yes, but I just need everyone to understand this relationship. She sleeps with her son's half brother and is like, this is
Yes, it
this
was
is
disgusting,
right.
and that's why the ending of the book
Yeah.
was terrible.
And his
gross.
mom is just like totally cool with it. Is it just like it has to be? I mean, I guess if gods walked the earth like they do in this book, they just like have different rules. But I'm just like, there's nobody else that you could sleep with that wasn't, I don't know, related to your only child.
No. Yeah, that was disgusting.
Yeah.
I mean, already ruined what I thought was a very boring story in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Made it that much worse. Very upset with that.
Yeah, I mean, I know I didn't love that part, but considering where we went through the book, I don't even think that's the most disturbing relationship. Like, I mean, her sister slept with an animal and made a monster,
Yeah.
and her brother tried
Normal.
to sell his daughter to his brother. Like, that's a direct relation. He wanted his daughter to marry her uncle. Mm-hmm. That's disgusting. And they would have gone through with it too if her
That was normal then.
But that's weirder than sleeping with your son's half brother that you're not related to.
It's still disgusting.
It is, and I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying it's not the most disturbing relationship set up in this book.
It's fine.
She does end up killing the monster. I was really glad that we did. She was very upset about that the whole book, that she created this monster that then killed, well, probably not millions, because not that many people were flying or putting ships in the water.
This thing killed like 8 people.
No, it didn't. It killed it didn't kill people that just going to Circe. It killed anybody that went through that channel.
Yeah, which were mainly people going to see her, so it was like 10 people.
I think it was probably closer to thousands of people over millenniums.
I doubt it.
Yeah. Well, she finally kills her. And then I did think the end was, like, once you get past the whole, like, she ends up with him. I did think the end was kind of cute because she takes this, like, flower that gives her her truest form and it turns her into a human, which was really sweet because now, like, once she had her son, all she would talk about was the fact that, like, his life would be a blip to her. Like, she would have to live the rest of her life knowing that her son was in the afterlife with his dad, probably being happy together, and she would never get to see him again because it's the only place gods are not allowed to go. She finally gets her family to break her exile, and then she's like, actually, I want to be mortal because I don't want to live in a world that my son is not in, and I want to spend eternity with him. And I thought that part was beautiful. If you ignore the part where who she ends up with, like, the fact that she was done, she gave up being a god or a goddess who finally got her freedom for maybe 40 years of life left so that she could spend it with her son and her lover. But I thought that part was really sweet.
Yeah, her lover, her son's brother.
Okay, fantastic. Well, if you would give her, I just mean like the mother son part of it.
We can just
was very sweet. And if you think about it, she's probably the only. That was the other thing that blew my mind. We kind of brushed over this. She goes to get this like special poison from this dragon that is older than the existence of the world. Mm-hmm. And the dragon tells her, if you take a prick of my poison, you will be in pain for the rest of your life, which for her would be eternity. But you'll get you'll get the tip of my tail and you can use it for whatever you want. When you're done, you just throw it back in the water. And she was like, well, I'm getting this for my son, who's a human, for his protection. This is the only thing that I can do for him. So yeah, I'm willing to suffer for the rest of eternity to protect my kid. And she's like all in. She's like, yeah, I'm going to do it. And then the dragon's like, actually, no, you didn't have to go through with it. I just had to know that you would.
Mm-hmm.
And she is the only person in eternity to ever do that. Like, you're telling me, they tell you throughout the whole book that the gods are awful. And they just like murder kids. That one guy ate all of his kids. I don't remember what that one was, but he ate all of them and then vomited them all up later. And I know the gods are terrible people, but you're just telling me in all of existence nobody was willing to sacrifice some pain for their child? Like, that just feels like like a hard lesson to learn. But I know you didn't like it.
Are we done now?
Yeah, I did enjoy it. I thought there could have been slightly more feminine rage, but
there could have been a lot more of a lot of things that made this book more enjoyable than what it was.
I still liked it.
Holy shit.
I did like it. All right, well, you spin the wheel. We can figure out what we're reading next. Hopefully you don't hate this next one.
I'm probably going to end up doing it. That's the fucking problem now. That's the problem.
Well, you only like...
I guess I didn't even think about it. I did say that I was going to add Dark Matter by Blake Crouch on here.
What is that one? I know it's on the bookshelf, but I don't
Dark
remember.
Matter by Blake Crouch.
We don't know anything more about it.
That's what that one is. It's a sci-fi book about dark matter.
All right, let's spin this wheel. How many books do I have on here?
2. Fucking 2. And yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Jesus.
What a wild twist. You're going to hate it. You're going to hate it. I know it.
I think I've checked. The audiobook's like 3 hours.
Oh, clutch. Well, I'll be able to get that. No problem.
It's basically going to be nothing.
So, question. Do I get to put a book on next?
Yes.
Because it's mine?
Yeah. It broke the cycle.
I'm so glad that the 2 books we pick you're going to hate. The ones that are yours. Because you hated Kyoshi. I just have a feeling you're not going to like Wild Robot.
I like the movie, so I think the book will be fine. It'll take me like an hour to listen to it.
Maybe we should buy it. Because I'm sure it's like a graphic. There's like it's a children's book, so
I don't want it to be graphic. That'd be weird.
That's not.
I don't need my robot to die.
No, I meant because there would be pictures. I meant that there would be pictures.
What? Oh, buy the actual book?
Yeah,
we have it on the shelf.
We do?
Yes.
Oh.
We bought it before. I think we bought it after we watched the movie.
I think that we probably have the literal definition of a library in this house.
We do not.
How many books do you have to have?
It's well over 500, I believe.
You don't think we have over 500 books? When was the last time you counted?
We can fit about 80 books per shelf.
We would theoretically only need to fill six shelves, unless my math is that far off.
Did you use a calculator?
Not yet.
Well, 500 to 1,000.
We would only have to fill 6 1/4 shelves. I feel like we have more than 6 1/4 shelves filled up there.
Sure.
We gotta count again.
Okay.
I'll get a sticky note. I'll just start counting a little bit every day. I can't get the top shelf.
There's like 80 books on that shelf.
Yeah. I think we have
maybe 83.
I think we have 500 books in this house.
I don't know.
I shouldn't say that on record. We don't have any books in this house.
Okay.
Well, if they start banning books, I don't want them to come here.
Okay.
Okay. That's all I got. I'm sorry you hated my book. I can't wait for you to love Wild Robot. It's going to be great.
Yeah, well, hopefully. We'll see what happens. And then maybe I'll get on a winning streak.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Buy books on the wheel. All right. Send us home.
That's been TBR Together. I'm Megan. That's Jake. Have a great weekend.